You see this? Yeah. This is Joshua Bell. He's one of the most accomplished violinists in the world, and he once played a 45-minute set during rush hour in the La Enfant metro station in Washington, D.C., as part of a social experiment on appreciation, to see if, in the experimenter's words, in a banal setting at an inconvenient time, would beauty transcend. He played a 45-minute set on a $3.5 million violin. Nearly no one noticed. One person recognized him, and very few tipped. The only exception was a 3-year-old boy who stopped dead and was rushed along by his mother. He kept stopping, looking back as she dragged him along by the arm. The answer to the experimenter's question, would beauty transcend, was a resounding no. Is this a modern development? Is this a symptom of smartphones and social media? Certainly, you could make the case. Nearly every modern innovation and piece of technology continues to plunder our most valuable, non-renewable resource. It's not oil for our cars or lithium for our batteries. It's what we all need to be happy and what every child needs to grow: attention. It's more valuable than money, and we think of it similarly, as if it can be spent, then earned back, as if gathering attention from others will somehow increase our own pool. For example, to date, there are 72 hours of video footage uploaded every minute to YouTube. We spend 100,000 years of collective time on social media a month, and the average household in America has more televisions than people. These consumers of attention are mass-produced, but our minds are not. So yes, you could make the argument that appreciation is a modern problem, if that same experiment with Joshua Bell had not been conducted with a different violinist 77 years earlier on the streets of Chicago. In May 1930, prodigy Jack Gordon played the bustling streets of Michigan Avenue for 30 minutes, much to the same results. No one stopped, very few tips. The article written said hundreds passed him by without a glance, and the golden notes that passed from his fiddle were swept by the breeze into unlistening ears. But I think this experiment began even earlier and on a much larger scale. Imagine for a moment there is a God. Compare offering a masterful 45-minute subway solo with providing all of creation, a gallery of infinite size and spectacle, freshly hung and curated every moment of every day. Think of the necessary sounds, the lighting, the infinite attention to detail. This gallery is not always quiet. Yes, there are fireworks, the occasional full ensemble orchestra of life that grabs you, thrusts you in your seat, and demands attention. But those are the ticketed events. The gallery itself is much more subtle. A frosted spiderweb in the eaves, the feel of tree bark under your palm, the mysterious turn of an ant, the sizzle of fresh rain on pavement and how that smells, the wings of a housefly, the crunch of a grape. Those are the solos in the symphony, pieces hung in the all-encompassing gallery. You choose how long to pause, if you pause at all. But we are convinced we're running late. We believe this to be a banal setting, an inconvenient time. And at the rare moment nothing is demanding our attention, perhaps we ask, where is God now? But maybe God's indifference isn't due to non-existence or a failure for us to conform to a specific set of beliefs, for surely God is an artist. It only took Joshua Bell 45 minutes to lose faith in humanity. It took Jack Gordon under half an hour. What timeline could we expect of our Creator, who cast us in His image? Is there anything more insulting than indifference? Anything more maddening than not being seen? Then again, I'm agnostic. I don't know if I believe in God, but I see Him sometimes. I don't know much about violinists either, but I would like to think if I passed Joshua Bell on the subway, I would know enough to stop, that for me at least, beauty would transcend. So desperately, I want to believe that. Don't you?